In addition to that, it is estimated that an additional equal number of U.S. citizens that have COPD have not yet been diagnosed with this disorder. On average, one American dies every 4 minutes from COPD.
Hi, my name is Miguel Santos. I'm the RN in charge of Annie's respiratory case. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease robs people of one of their most basic necessities, their ability to breathe. This condition can include bronchitis and emphysema, with asthma falling very near to the category. When pollutants are inspired along with oxygen, they cause inflammation and narrowing of these delicate airways. These pollutants can be dust, chemicals, and/or cigarette smoke. Each inhalation creates irritation, which leads to scarring and mucus buildup in the bronchioles, which permanently makes breathing more difficult. Erosion and scarring of the lung tissue can extend to these crucial components of our lungs, leading to their death and decrease in the surface area where this exchange of oxygen happens. What I love about my job is that I get to teach people that there are still many ways of enjoying their life, even though they have been diagnosed with this afflicting condition.
Unfortunately, there is no cure for COPD. However, there are a lot of things you can do to prolong the quality of life. Things that I tell my patient, first and foremost, you have to adhere to some lifestyle changes.
As we all know, exercise is a great way to stay active and keep your lungs healthy and strong. As with everything in life, know when to pace yourself. Don't push yourself further than your limits. Promote frequent hand washing in your household. This will keep everybody in the family healthy. Make sure you are up to date with all of your flu shots. People with COPD cannot afford to get the flu. Stay away from secondhand smoke, and if you're a smoker, kick the habit goodbye. On top of being unhealthy, overeating will create breathing complications. If you are easily stressed, try to find ways to cope with this. Stress is never good for any illness. COPD is a lifelong condition. it is important that you know who your doctor is and you keep in touch regularly. Recognize when you're having an attack or an exacerbation. This will allow you to get further help. Having a well-developed emergency plan in case of any complications will indeed save your life.
My name is Danny. I'm 28 years old and I was diagnosed with COPD bronchitis. Before I was diagnosed, I did not know I was constantly out of breath.
In regards to Annie's case, she had some difficulty stopping the smoking, which was the main contributor to her COPD. But, she stuck through it. And, with working with me and my healthcare team, we're able to get her on the right track to improving her quality of life.
I work at a sports bar downtown as a waitress. In this line of work, I'm constantly on the move, multitasking, and it has been making me physically exhausted. One day, I was extremely stressed at work, and I ended up having a bad flare-up, and my job had to call the ambulance. At the end of the day, I'm going to continue to work hard, and I'm not going to let COPD take over my life.
Hi, my name is Stuart and I have COPD. I've been diagnosed about 2 years ago, and this made a really big impact on my life. Well, not so big, but I had to alter my life a little bit, and that's because I can't really play basketball anymore like I used to on a daily basis with my friends. As you can see, they're not having fun without me. So I've come a long way, and I've realized you just have to keep on pushing yourself. I don't have to give up on everything I love, but I have to make changes and I have to accept them. So I just come out here as much as I can, most of the time on Sundays in the evenings about 4 with my friends. And so COPD doesn't mean your life has to be over.
Oh!
Some of the nursing implications that we do for our respiratory patients include
Hypoxia is low oxygen levels in the blood. Cyanosis is a bluish discoloration of the skin and mucous membranes. As part of a patient's baseline assessment, a pulse oximeter is a device used daily by nurses to check for hypoxia in the extremities. It can detect lack of oxygen before a patient shows signs of being cyanotic.
Oxygen is used medicinally to manage anemia, ischemia, shock, respiratory distress, and obstructive lung disorders. Oxygen can be administered by mask, nasal cannula, and for emergency situations with an ambu bag. An ambu bag is a self-refilling bag that provides the patient artificial respirations. It is effective for oxygenating the patient when they are not stable and in an acute state.
Reporting to you live from Sequoia State Park, my name is Christina. Happy breathing.
Going.